Hello and welcome to this edition of Carry On with Explore Home. I'm your host, Keith Weissite, licensed clinical social worker with Terrebonne Home Care. Thank you for joining us. However you may be joining us, we appreciate it as you reach out into this new program that we have that we're so excited about. We're very glad to have with us Ms. Tara Morvant. Tara, thanks for joining us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Absolutely. So this is really, really cool. I love the segment. I love the shot, by the way. Really, really cool. Tara, tell us a little bit about you and a little bit about why it's Explore Home for you.
So I did not know that Houma was associated with the travel and tourism industry when I started out.
Okay.
And so coming in through the eyes of a visitor, it was really cool because, you know, like so many other people, for me, it was like, really, people come to Houma to vacation, to have sports tournaments, meetings. Why Houma? And it wasn't, you know, it wasn't so much to take a shot, but
we just didn't know.
Once I reflected, I was like, you know what? There were three things.
Okay.
Number one, I grew up in this area.
Right.
So crawfish boils, alligators, swamp tours, Mardi Gras, all of that was really second nature to me.
Right.
Number two, I tend to take for granted how beautiful our landscape really is. So if you travel down to Pointe-au-Chien or Cocodrie and take a ride through the marshes and the swamps, Terrebonne Parish truly has some of the most stunning landscapes.
Gibson.
Yes. And number three, I just didn't realize what all we had to offer. So like I said, coming into this job, coming into this role, learning so much about Terrebonne Parish, realizing we have a ton of stuff for visitors, for locals. It was really eye-opening. And so now, as the communications and PR manager, I get to promote Terrebonne Parish to a global audience.
Okay.
So it is such a rewarding feeling getting to work for this company, number one, because I get to promote the area that I grew up in.
Right.
And number two, I get to see people come in and experience a culture unlike anywhere else in the world.
It's really unique. One of the things that we have, all these different festivals, I saw some people who would be considered royalty in New Orleans here at some of our festivals.
Yes.
And I thought, all they want to do is blend in and enjoy the events. And it's just so very cool. And so I agree with you. Grew up here my whole life.
Yeah.
Don't want to take for granted that I can just go for a boat ride.
Right.
Right. And, you know, our question is, which landing do we go out of?
Exactly.
Rather than, oh, we get a chance to go down Liners Canal and go down Liners Canal and go to Bay de Cad and go through Lake de Cad. Like all of those things, you know, where do we go fishing today is a question we get to ask that a lot of people don't have an option for.
No, exactly. And another thing is we have a Bayou Country crawfish trail. You know, so many people, you know, they look for that chance to go get crawfish. We have 40 plus stops on our trail. We can just pick from whichever one. We can get crawfish. I mean, you know, I know prices are a little high right now, but
still,
seafood in general.
Yeah.
It's right there in the Gulf. You come to Houma, you have over 40 options.
Right.
And that's just one of the great things that we have in Terrebonne Parish.
Okay. So what is it that we want people to know that Explore Houma does? If we had to describe Explore Houma, what do we want to tell people here and visitors alike?
Yeah, so oftentimes we get the question, you know, who is Explore Houma? What exactly is it that you guys do? Or like, what's your station in the community? So I'm here to answer those questions.
Okay, the hard questions.
Yes.
Tell us
So,
what you think, Tara.
To put it simply, Explore Houma promotes Terrebonne Parish as a travel and tourism destination.
Okay.
And so our main goal is to generate overnight stays. We are funded through a portion of hotel motel sales tax.
Okay.
And so we do that by promoting our area and attracting people staying for vacations, conventions and meetings, sports tournaments, group tours, things like that.
Okay.
And so we market Terrebonne Parish to a global audience. Typically we target outdoor adventurers,
Right.
food enthusiasts, families, group tours, things like that.
Right.
And so, yeah, it's really just to promote Terrebonne Parish through our top pillars, which are the things that make us unique,
Right.
And stand out as a destination. So yeah, that's
Okay.
what
I
Explore
like
Home
it.
is all about.
And one of the ways to do that is kind of through the Visitor Center,
Yeah.
which you oversee as well.
Yes.
So tell us a little bit about the Visitor Center and some of the unique things about it.
Yeah, so in addition to promoting Terrebonne Parish, we also manage the Houma Area Visitor Center.
Right.
So when you get off of Highway 90 in Gray, we're right to the right going in towards Houma. Can't miss us. We have the big white shrimp boots out front in a beautiful
classic.
building.
Right.
So what we really want to convey is that we're not just a clean rest stop. I mean, we are a clean rest stop. You can come get coffee, but we are so much more than that.
Right.
We are your introduction to Terrebonne Parish, essentially. And so we have destination services specialists that are here to, help you build an itinerary. They're here to offer suggestions on places to eat, things to do, where to stay. And they can really make your experience in Terrebonne Parish very easy and memorable. But we also have these really incredible interactive exhibits that highlight all the unique things we have to offer. So there is an exhibit that shows the film trail in Houma. Not many people realize how many films are here.
Films.
And
the only local film ever done by somebody from Houma is Nutriment Terror in the Swamp.
Yeah.
It was done by Martin Fall. So
Yeah.
very, very unique. But so many people come in to do movies as well.
Yeah, I mean, just recently we had Will Smith here to film Emancipation at Oregon Plantation. So, Houma is making its mark on the Hollywood map. We are definitely a top filming location for, plantations and landscape and swamps. So,
So the visitor center is very unique. Explore Houma is also very unique. But they are because Houma and Terrebonne Parish are unique as well.
Yes.
I love the fact that you guys get to kind of bundle that and give an introduction to people. So we're going to take a short break, but when we come back, I want to talk a little bit more about how people can get to know some of the things that are happening in the area. Is that okay?
Sounds good.
All right. Guys, Tara's going to stick around. You do that as well. We'll be right back here on Carry On. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Hello and welcome back to Explore Houma as we're talking about Carry On. We've got Tara Morvant with us. Tara, thanks again for joining us. We appreciate it. And so one of those things that we're talking about is the importance of maybe helping people who live here realize the value, but we also want to make sure that we're telling people who don't live here the value of coming. And it can be such a rewarding place to come and do that. How is it that y'all decide what kind of programs y'all want to do or what y'all want to promote in the area?
Yeah, so we are the Travel and Tourist Commission. So the way that we promote is, think about when you go on vacation somewhere. What are you looking for? So that goes into our marketing.
Okay.
But we promote Terrebonne Parish based on 5 pillars. So it would be Mardi Gras, outdoor adventure, Cajun culture, fishing, and crawfish.
Okay.
And the reason we do those is because those are what make us unique, make us a standout destination. Mardi Gras, we just finished Mardi Gras.
Yeah.
We have the second largest celebration in the state next to New Orleans. A lot of people will try to claim that title, but no.
So, and we have the facts and figures to prove that.
We do.
Isn't that incredible?
It is.
That we're second in line right behind New Orleans. Because I think New Orleans is seen as kind of the Mardi Gras Mecca. But if people want to come to a family-friendly, enjoyable experience without too big of a crowd, they come here.
Yeah. And I mean, we start partying 2 weeks before Mardi Gras. We have so many crews, so many parades. And it's, like you said, family-friendly environment. We offer free parking. And our parade routes are just really long. So huge draw for us. People travel from all over the world to come experience a Cajun Mardi Gras right here in Houma.
Yeah.
Crawfish.
Right.
Like I said, we have the Bayou Country Crawfish Trail. We developed that back in 2021 as a way to promote our Crawfish Trail partners. And what's really cool about that is we created a head season and a tail season. Because think about it.
I like that idea.
When you think of crawfish, it's typically boiled during the spring and it's limited. And we wanted to offer a taste of it year round. So head season is going to be your traditional boiled crawfish.
Okay.
Tail season is meat in a tails dish the rest of the year. And so, with the trail, you stop at 5 of our Crawfish Trail partner locations, you keep your receipt and you turn it in for a free t-shirt. So that has been a huge draw. That is another way that we bring in visitors.
Right.
And people love it. They come all the time.
Absolutely.
Outdoor adventure, fishing. What people may not understand is that Houma is the saltwater capital of the world. And we are considered a premier fishing destination.
Anybody that fishes in this area knows that.
And it's because there's so much variety. There's saltwater, freshwater, and brackish. A huge angle, brackish. And the huge angle that we promote is no boat, no problem. You don't even need a boat.
Nope.
You can pull over down Bayou Sally Road and cast off the side of the and catch dinner for the night, right? So, yeah, those are our pillars. Those are what we really promote to attract the visitors. And what you will not see us promote is your box stores, your huge out-of-town franchises. And the reason is that tourism is a huge economic driver for your community. And so we want to keep those tax dollars in Terrebonne Parish. So we're going to promote your local mom and pops. We're going to promote your local attraction down the road. Those are the people that we want to drive business to. And so we are not membership based. It is free promotion that we work with our partners to get out the latest information, make sure that we're highlighting them on social media. That sort of thing.
Now, speaking of, let's talk about some of the festivals or events that y'all are going to be involved in. They're coming up. Let's talk about some of those. Yeah,
so we have a lot of good stuff coming up, a lot of culinary events coming up. And so we are so excited. Just to name a few, this weekend we have the Houma Rotary Cast Iron Cook-Off on February 24th.
Yep, and that's going to be downtown.
Downtown, yes. March 2nd, the Hash Grant Association is putting on their 4th annual Bayou Terrebonne Boucherie.
Right.
March 9th, Rue for a Reason Gumbo Cook-Off. I believe that's at Southdown.
Southdown.
Yes.
Correct.
March 16th, the Craftin' Cajuns Craft Show and Marketplace. March 17th, we have our St. Patrick's Day Parade. So not only do we do it big for Mardi Gras, but we do it big for St. Patrick's Day too.
Well, and all of these events that are coming up, like you mentioning, these culinary events, that's how a lot of our local areas and our local nonprofits are able to support the people in the area. It's how we support our community. That's a great deal to do with our culture. Is helping one another. But I love the fact that a lot of these seasons of your pillars blend into each other. Mardi Gras blends right into the head season of crawfish, which bleeds into the tail season, right?
Yeah.
We've got the St. Patrick's Day Parade in the middle of that. We've got a lot of these spring festivals that, if you want to get out, and I will tell you, if you're interested, this second and third weekends in February are beautiful. With regards to weather. And so if you want to get out and enjoy some of these festivals, they're terrific. And a lot of them are so cheap to be able to go to. Like you mentioned, free parking. It's rare in any big city to go to something where you don't pay a lot for parking. We don't.
Exactly.
And it's just so very nice. And so one of those things, I love the pillars as we can showcase the different areas and at different times, right? Sometimes fishing is a little different in different areas because of the weather, right? And we can help showcase that. People can go to the sports park for a tournament and they can go fishing and catch rainbow trout in a pond. It's just remarkable to be able to do. And that's all of the effort that's kind of done through the parish, through Explore Houma, working together to share with everybody what's really happening and just what is great about our area. And it is a great area to live. It's certainly a great area to come and visit. And if you doubt that, just come on by. We'll prove it to you. So Tara, thanks for coming on and sharing this with us, some great information. Thanks for being so dedicated to Explore Houma and saying yes to a culture that you want other people to kind of figure out and what to do. And so we appreciate you being here.
Easy yes. Thank you.
All right. Awesome. And thank you so much for joining us here on Carry On. We'll have a whole lot more right here on HTV. Don't go anywhere.